All right, guys. This is Black Views bringing you the Black news. So I'm going live today. I had a special report that I wanted to pretty much bring out. Wanted to talk about. It's a lot going on right now in DC. LGBTQ Pride Weekend. Apparently, the incident happened at Nelly's restaurant where basically security, based on the video, the only video they provide, security, what they're saying is that security dragged her by her hair and pulled her down the steps. And so now the narrative's going around that black women are being attacked. Not only that, when the individual was interviewed, she never said that she was dragged down by her hair. And then when they asked, well, what do you want? She wants to bond. First of all, I don't think that security worked for Nelly's. Okay, there may be some subcontracting or other contracting going on. Nelly's has nothing to do with this. Okay, this was security trying to bring a person. It looked like they were trying to bring them out of the establishment. Now, in the video is really hard to see. It's grainy, but what they're trying to say is that he grabbed her by her hair. But if you look at the video that I saw, it looks like he's grabbing her by her arm. Granted, she's on her back, but at this point, you don't know if the individual is being insubordinate or whatever, doesn't want to comply. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't look right that he's bringing her down the steps, but he's not forcefully dragging her down the steps if you look at the video. But what I did see was I saw a crowd, a mob, you know what I'm saying? A mob actually hit the security dude, okay? Constantly hitting him, all right? And this was several of them, and I hope they all catch assault charges. Now, one video in particular, and let me play a little bit of this here for you. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah.
This is something developing. It happened over the weekend in DC. And I was alerted because someone on social media actually tagged me and tagged TY.
Keep in mind, this is a black guy, okay? He's working security on maybe on the weekend or whatever he's doing. You know, maybe trying to make extra coin, make a payment, pay a bill. You know, a black man, okay? And they were all black there. And maybe he is poor, and maybe that's the only job that he can get. But I want you to listen to this right here. And this is the type of crap, okay, that goes out there that the world will see. Because see, this is a black man who wants attention, okay? Not looking at the fact that it was a black man who also was involved with the situation, but as you see here, he wants to make this national news, okay? So he can beat down on black men, and he can look like he's telling the news. So anyway, I'm a little excited here, but let me show you. Let's just play it.
And I started to look into this story, and it did not have a national presence as of yet, but local news picked up on it quickly. There's a sports bar called Nelly Sports Bar in DC. Nelly Sports Bar just opened for full capacity last weekend, just over the weekend. They said, okay, we are opening up full capacity. They had a big crowd.
So this weekend, June 8th, they opened up.
I'm Linda H. Scruggs. I've been diagnosed with HIV.
They opened up for the weekend. Hold on one second here. I got
what you see in a video.
Noises going on.
It may not look what you think it looks
one
like.
second, please.
HIV is 100% preventable, but it's really important for you first to get tested. Here. Don't be afraid about getting tested. Take control.
Okay, got rid of that. Now let's get back to the video once again. Here's a guy. He's trying to describe to you what's going on in DC. But if you listen to the way that they're explaining it, this is not a big thing. This was a black security guard, okay, who's not a police officer, doesn't work for an agency. He just happens to be the guy that's working at Nelly's, doing security at Nelly's that particular day. Okay, he doesn't wear a weapon. He doesn't have anything. If you ever been in the city and you ever been in some places, you'll notice that it's just local security. It could be the guy that works around the corner, okay? And guess what? Nelly's hired him on, not as an employee, but as a contractor to be at the door. So this has like nothing to do with Nelly's. It has nothing to do with their staff, their employees, their management. It had nothing to do with the culture of Nelly's. This had to do with security trying to enforce order at a restaurant. That's what this is about. Nothing else. It doesn't have anything to do with black men attacking black women, black men attacking LGBTQ. Has nothing to do with that. And in fact, and if you look at the video real closely, he's not grabbing her hair. So let's go.
Is so disturbing.
So disturbing.
It is so horrendous.
Listen.
That it shocks the conscience. And this is a young black female being.
He didn't say black person, because black people, black men get yanked every day. And I never see this guy. I never see his reports. I never see him get on here, okay? Butter biscuit eating ass. Can't wait to get on national television to say something about something that's not really an issue. Okay, security deal with this all the time. People want to stand up on shit, stand up on the furniture. They want to do what they want to do. In fact, security does get jumped, but you don't hear reports on that. Okay, let's roll. Look at this dude,
being
man.
dragged out of Nelly's sports bar.
She wasn't even dragged out the sports bar. He had to get her down the steps. And if you ever done security, been a police officer, you have to get someone down the steps. That is one of the most dangerous activities there is. Because what if the customer just says, "Hey, I'm gonna drop"? What was he supposed to do? Now he's liable to hold her. He has to hold on to her. If she drops and she falls down the steps, he must have a good handle on her. So this is all crap, man. Listen to this shit.
By her hair. She's being dragged by her hair. Let's go to the first video.
You clearly see, as you can clearly see here, you see where her hair, let me open this up for you guys, because that's why this is so important. I had to get on here. I'm gonna open this up for you. You can see where her hair is touching the steps. He has two hands on her arms. Those are her arms. Now look at her feet. There's a security guy that's atop and there's one at the bottom. He's trying to bring her down. Her feet is cocked back. She's fighting to get down the steps. The security guy is trying to bring her down as safely as possible by holding her wrists and her arms. Look at her hair. You see her hair? He's not holding her, dragging her down and out of the bar by her hair. See, that's why that TYT's, this some bullshit. And then talk about indisputable. Okay, let's let it play. Let's let it play. Sorry about that. So now you see a mob of people, right? Okay, you see a mob of people just enclosed security. These guys got to put up with the weed smoking. Okay, they say DC say you can have weed, you can't smoke it in certain areas, and the establishment say you can't smoke it here. They got to put up with customers that are rude, disrespectful. Every day, those guys get told that they're gonna get their ass kicked out. Neighborhoods come out to these places. That's on U Street, right there, 9th and U Street. Okay. Let's don't get it twisted. Let's try to make it sound like these people are unorderly out here. And it's Pride Weekend, so they're hanging cliques. Let's roll the footage. I'm telling you guys, this gonna be the new footage that black man drags somebody down the steps. Listen to this crap.
Now, many people on social media are saying, "Well, what did she do?" I don't give a damn what she did. I do not care what she did. And
he don't know what she did. He's saying he doesn't care. He doesn't know what she did. He has no clue what happened after he told her to go down those steps. Notice the girl says, "I just want to bond and shit. She didn't say, I want him locked up. I want him put away. I just want to bond." Okay, but this guy right here, what he's trying to do is, and see, we're seeing it in the making. What he's trying to do is he's trying to let the white supremacists say, "Hey, I'm reliable. You could count on me to say any goddamn thing out my mouth. You don't have to worry about having good journalism from me because, hey, I know how to handle these Negroes. I know them. I'm going to say whatever you want me to say, boss, as long as I get a check, as long as you pay me to keep my mustache tight on my lips." This dude is a dog, man. For him to get up in here on national television and she's dragged it. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is how they're bringing us down. This is how they're making it seem like they're hyping everything up. This for LGBTQ, man. This Pride Weekend. So guess what? The Asians just got a bill, okay? And the next thing they're going to do is they're going to say, "Oh, the Asians, oh, God, LGBTQ is under attack. A trans man was killed by a football player from Virginia Tech." He was going around texting the football players, trying to get them to trick them to have sex. Finally, this individual, under the gnosis that his name was Alice, I believe. So the football player went on a date with Alice, his hungry ass, because he's fucking horny. He's a fucking freshman in college. Plays football. Testosterone overload. Ready to just crush ass at any moment. Okay, so he's horny. He goes out on his date. And I guess he got tricked into some type of sexual encounter. Thinking this was Alice. A female. It was a male that did this to him. But there's no legislation for heterosexuals. There's no legislation that says, hey, you can't just act like, well, you say you're a woman, but I don't believe you're a woman because the choice that I want is vagina, not penis. Okay, I want vagina. I should be able to have a choice. Okay, now back to this fool right here, man. This is so diabolical. Hungry ass trying to get a job on CNN. What's his name, man? I don't even know his name, man. Hold on, let me look under here. What's his name? The indisputable Dr. Rashad Ritchie. See? Bullshit, man. What the fuck a doctor? And he talks with no sense. He didn't even see all the video. She's dragged down by, and I just showed you where he had her arm. He didn't even watch the whole. His ass was so percolating that he had to get on there and just say anything. I'm telling you, man. These are your white supremacists right here. They look the same color, same skin. Look, see, same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's your white supremacists right there. See, white people can't say what they want to say about it, so they use guys like this. They use people like this. Now, I'm going to go through this video because I ain't done with it yet. And there's a reason why I came live today. Because the Lord brought me up here. So let's go ahead and play it.
That's not the issue here. She's inside of a club being dragged out. If she did something illegal, call the police, put her in handcuffs, apprehend her, take her to jail, okay? You have a security guard dragging this black female, young black female, out of a restaurant by her hair.
See, you keep saying that. By her hair. Listen, in most of these cases, okay, it should have been a female there to assist him with that. They didn't have a female. Yes, maybe he could have called the cops as well, but you don't have the whole video to tell how they came in contact with each other. What she did, once again, listen to this dude. He's blowing it up because he wants a special conversation on national television about the lie that he's trying to spread. Okay, then he's going to say LGBT, black women, and LGBTQ is under attack. When are we ever going to be under attack? As you see how he got swarmed. You see how everybody beat on top of his dome and shit. When do anybody ever step back and say, damn, man, let's think about what we're doing here. This don't even make sense and shit. Like, I mean, But he wants to make this a national story. The national news hasn't picked up yet. This is local, maybe because they have other college-educated people that can look at the video and actually see they don't have all the information yet. Dummy. Now let's roll with it again. Let's finish his stupid video. There's so much more content to this shit.
Her hair down the steps on her damn back. Do you really care what she did? Of course not. If she did something illegal, she would have been arrested. And by the way, she was not arrested. She was simply accosted, assaulted, and taken out of that.
Well, wait a minute. Was the security guy assaulted at all? See, this is what I'm saying. See, listen, this whole issue is null. He's trying to make a big deal out of it, but they're both black people. Okay, they're both black people. That man's intention was not to do anything to this person because they were LGBTQ, because they were black. He's making something out of this. Maybe he had bad judgment in how the position he was in when he grabbed her. Maybe he was trying to escort her downstairs. Listen, when they interview the girl says, she says nothing about being dragged by her hair. And then when she asks, well, what do you want out of this? She says, I want to bond. You know why? Because I bet she cut up a muck up there, probably swung on the dude, spit in his fucking face, and then he grabbed her. Probably grabbed her. Come on, let's go down the steps. Then she dropped her body, and then as you can see, there was somebody in front of her trying to help her up too. She didn't want to get helped up. But see, you have people like this, okay? They're allowed to speak. Oh, they got little TYT. They're allowed to speak, bro. They making money. Somebody's giving him a check to come up with shit to say. Just any goddamn thing. They don't even care if it's accurate or not. Just say anything. Just say something, you know. They're fucking niggas anyway. Just say anything. Shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a story. And then we can say, you know, oh yeah, you know, black man is beating on black women and shit. He beating on a black woman. And she's gay too. Oh yeah. Oh, Pride was that Pride weekend. So now they're gonna say it's a tax on Pride week. Watch. They're calculating right now. Right now, they're calculating any little pushing situation and by the way, LGBTQ people also are some of them, not all of them, are very nasty people and very disrespectful and aren't respectful of your space at all. In fact, they're more of a bully out in open than you are in open. They are the bullies. They say what they want to say. They cut up in front of you. Oh, you so hard. Look, they don't know you and knowing you ain't down with that shit. And they just say something out their mouth because they can. Because they can now. See? They can say what they can take, oh, look at his ass, look at his butt. They say what they want to say, bruh. They say what they want to say now because they love it. The devil loves it. It's a buck-breaking process. You know what they enjoy more than anything? To see a straight man get bucked. A straight man. And see, that's what the whole trans thing, they're killing trans. It's all about the trans person wants to convince to themselves that they're really a woman. I need to fake and trick a straight man to excrete some semen and shit. Bust a nut, and then that's like official fucking mark for them. See, that's all bullshit. But let's get back to this dude right here. Here you go.
Bar by her hair. Now, a gentleman did decide to intervene. I don't know if the guy was with her. I don't know. I have no words for him.
He has no words for the assault on the black man because he doesn't know what happened. He doesn't even know if that guy was arrested for what he did, but he has no words for them because this is what you call an irresponsible journalist. Okay, wherever he got his education from, I don't know where. He need to give it back. This is so irresponsible and so wide open just to say anything, but he does it because it's black people. Once again, black people lives. Everything about us, whether you're LGBTQ, whether you're a straight man, you're a punching bag. You are a punching bag. Everything about you is entertaining and stories, and they can make up anything. Look at this dude, man.
Have any criticism for him whatsoever, because in the context of what he saw a person being assaulted. He saw a young woman being assaulted, and he jumped in. I have no issue with him at all in this conversation. Now, according to,
first of all, even if a man wanted to intervene, he would be respectful enough to block with his body. Do something other than swing first. That is I'm trying to tell you, that is a female attribute, to swing first. If he was investigating the situation and he saw something he didn't like, why wouldn't he, hey man, stop that. He swung first, and then everybody else came and swung, and they saw that was okay with them. This is the pride, bro. That's okay with them. There's no accountability, no responsibility. They do what they want to do, and like he said, he has no qualms with them. Let's roll the bean footage. I hate saying that. I should never say bean footage. Somebody else say that shit I don't like. Let's go.
Another report: the young lady did speak to a local journalist after the event, and here's some of that conversation.
There was an altercation in there. They was trying to get some other people out.
First of all, for somebody to get dragged by her hair, okay, because her hair is on one side, as you can see, it's only on one side. For somebody to be dragged by her hair, it's intact, right? And we know how black women are with their hair. Does she even seem upset? Because she knows it's bullshit. Wait till this video come out. Wait till the whole thing come out. It's all bullshit. And they're gonna play on this black man. The black man is attacking us with no money. By the way, only motherfuckers you see out here, these are fucking COVID check recipients. Okay?
Somebody else brought a bottle in there.
Listen, somebody else bought a bottle in there. Let me wind that. Because your man can't hear properly. Let's go.
Brought a bottle in there.
Bought a bottle in there.
Somehow I got mixed up in an altercation because I looked like somebody else and I got dragged down the steps.
She got dragged down the steps. That's all she said. She didn't say, now a woman was, he's dragging about my motherfucking. That's bullshit, man. Listen, she was insubordinate in there. Watch, she was in there cutting up, being disrespectful, showing off. And guess what? They probably was pressuring security. Hey, man, look. I mean, what you here for? We keep telling you. They were pressuring the security probably. Look, man, these motherfuckers all over the shit. Nelly's is a white restaurant. Okay?
I didn't do nothing wrong, and that's all I remember. Is first walking up the steps and getting dragged right back down the steps.
To see the video of yourself being dragged down the steps, what is that like for you?
It's a little bit much.
What do you want of Nelly's? What do you want of Nelly's?
I want a bond.
She said she wants to bond. What do you want of Nelly's? It's nothing she can get of Nelly's because Nelly's is, like I said, they contracted security. And that's technically you want to say that they are responsible. I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is culture-wise. You can't like say, oh, the staff was disrespectful to us. Oh, the staff didn't like black women. Oh, the black woman was dragged downstairs by Nelly himself and shit. Like, I mean, you have these people are the people that destroy the real movement for black people. These people are a muck, okay? There are really black women out here that are being abused, disrespected, punched, pushed, all that shit. And see, stuff like this, because he wants to make a national story out of some local shit. He wants to make a national story. He wasn't even in that fucking restaurant. He don't know what went on for that to happen like it did. He don't know how the lady got on her back. He don't know if he had her by her arm and she tripped. And he still had her arm, and you see someone in front trying to help her up, and her leg was caught. This is bullshit. She didn't even make it down the whole fucking flight of steps. The man got hit before he was able to do that. And now they're saying, oh, you know, that's what I'm saying. These type of people right here are fire starters. These type of people right here that fuck up your country. All right, that's why we talking about Asian hate right now. That's why we talking about all this other shit. It ain't got nothing to do with Asians. I see Asians high by, man. I've been seeing Asians all my life. They've been in stores all my life. And guess what? Nobody's fucking with them. But there are incidents, obviously, where things are happening. But you have fire shit starters like this, irresponsible journalists who are allowed to talk. Who have billion-dollar companies behind them that let them be on national television, okay? Oh, this TYT bullshit. You know, just for them putting this shit up here. And I'm gonna let you finish it out. Look, we ain't done, man. We ain't done. You gonna hear all this cockamamie bullshit, bro.
She said she wants that restaurant, that bar gone. Nelly's did release.
Did she say she wanted it gone? Did he interview her? She didn't say gone. She said bond, man. Hold up, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. He's creating shit. Listen.
What do you want of Nelly's? What do you want of Nelly's?
I want a bond.
I want a bond.
She said she wants that restaurant, that bar gone. Nelly's did release a statement. Let me read.
And listen, even if she did say she wanted gone, who the fuck is you? Like you trying to make it like you got assaulted. Wait till the video comes out. When the video come out, you're going to see all this bullshit go away. Wait till the whole video come out. You're going to see all these assault charges. You're going to see all these people get these assault charges. And then they're going to say, oh, it's because first they're going to say because we black. Black lives matter, right? They're going to say we black. Then they're gonna say, well, it's not because we black, it's because we're LGBTQ. They did it because of LGBT pride. They're gonna say it was planned because it was LGBTQ pride. And then they're gonna say, oh, these black men just violence. I don't know. You notice. Let's play. I'm gonna let the video.
Read the statement. We were incredibly upset and disturbed to see the unfortunate event that took place at Nellie's last night. We are undergoing a full investigation of the situation at Nellie's. We foster an inclusive and safe environment, so events like this are completely unacceptable to us, Nellie's Sports Bar. I did hear from some of the protesters that they had a Black Lives Matter sign at the establishment. But once again, you have extreme violence. I know this is not the police. I understand that. This is a security guard, police-like, okay? Treating an unarmed black female in this manner and willing to do so in front of black patrons at a restaurant. We have lost our way. Brother, what are your thoughts about it?
It's interesting that,
Then he called this dude brother. And then he gonna ask this white man what he thinks about it. This ain't his community. This ain't got nothing to do with him. Okay? This ain't got that. Listen, and wherever he come from, Jewish community, they don't go and ask black people what we think about what is going on in their communities. Nobody's getting on TV and saying, hey, brother Bob, brother son, what the hell you think about these white people over here? Nobody's allowing this to happen. Only us, man. And he's creating something that's not really there. Listen up.
you started talking about, like, people say, well, what's the context of this? Okay, well, yeah, you're right. The context doesn't matter. And obviously, if she had done anything that was even close to illegal, that would have already been included in all of the news stories about this. And the reason it wasn't was, one, obviously it didn't happen, but two, they didn't even have apparently the right person, according to the young woman herself. She's not
the story, and it did not have a national presence.
The video of
Nellie, the protest.
And that was even close to illegal, that would have already been included in all of the news stories about this. And the reason it was,
and then on top of that, like why aren't they, her attorney or whoever, reaching out to the individual and say, hey, can we get an apology? They ain't even doing that. They're trying to sue Nellie's. See, because they want a bag. And see, what they're trying to do is they're going to create something that's going to destroy all movement of black people, period. We ain't got shit. But what they know is that if they sue for the bag, we can get paid. I want them gone. What the fuck?
It was, one, obviously it didn't happen, but two, they didn't even have apparently the right person, according to the young woman herself. She's not the one who, broke a bottle is the issue. They broke a bottle. And so you drag her out, risk severe injury to this woman just because you're some kind of...
I bet it didn't happen like that. But listen to how the white man describes the brother that's working on the weekend in the little club.
Wannabe Rambo that got stuck working as a security guard.
Now all the people that do security in this country, they aren't police officers. But they do security. Somehow they all got stuck or pity on them for having to guard us. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have no money. They're poor. Pity on them. Haha. They have to guard us. His life. It's not that he could be retired. Matter of fact, he could own the security company. He could be retired. This could be a part-time job. Matter of fact, didn't COVID just get rid of a whole bunch of jobs and shit? But see, this is how a white man is able to go free on your ass. He gets real creative with the shit that he says about us. He has no compassion for you. He has nothing to give back to you, I should say. Here we go. He's just gonna take it out on your ass every time.
For a bar? I mean, that's what we're looking at here. I fully think that whoever this man was, dragging her down the stairs, somebody that doesn't care about human life whatsoever. They got this position because they probably felt something was lacking inside of them.
So he felt something lacking inside of him. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these guys are brave, bro. You should see the crowds. that they have to maintain. The crowds just have to keep order in. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's people like this that like unruliness. They like to walk around with no order. He don't have a problem with your women walking around with bonnets on and shit. Like he don't have a problem with your men walking around with their pants down, ass stinking. You know what I'm saying? This man, he don't have a problem with that. You see what I'm saying? So why do we allow them? I'm just showing you, man. I'm just reporting the news. I ain't making nothing up.
Maybe they have the chance to go be this big tough commando. Maybe they weren't good enough.
So he wasn't good enough. Look how he gets demeaned. Like he doesn't make any space for let's see what happens. I mean, give me 50-50. He could have said, yeah, it did look kind of rough, and it can't be too much that would cause a woman to be a woman. But watch how he plays into it.
To get on a real police force to where they could go cause real damage. So maybe this is the best that person could do, but it's sickening to watch this happen because there is literally no excuse for this whatsoever. And as far as the Black Lives Matter sign in their window goes, I think a lot of companies like this are just using it really as marketing.
First of all, Black Lives Matter does not represent black people, foundational black Americans. Let me tell you what happens. What happens is you have black people that want to be involved in something, but doesn't really know how to be involved. So they will participate in Black Lives Matter because it says Black Lives Matter on it. But once you really get in there and you see what they're about, they're nothing about what you see behind me. Black Lives Matter is nothing about what you see behind me. Let me move this so you can see everything. Damn, I'm gonna keep moving them. All right, here you go. Yeah, see that? See that? They got nothing to do with that. They don't want to have anything to do with that at all. Okay, so let's keep it a buck. Black Lives Matter is ACLU. It has nothing. It's symbolic to make you think that they want to protect black people in general, but it's only for trans and LGBTQ. It's an LGBTQ organization. If you don't believe me, then follow their money. There's absolutely there's no money that goes to Black Boys organization. Why can't there be a Black Boys organization? You got women's rights. Everybody got rights. But if I say something about a black man standing upright before all stations in God, being the best that he can be to protect, you gotta have some masculinity to be a protector. Let's go on with the video. I didn't mean the live to be this long, but man, I got
it doesn't represent at all what they actually stand for. They stick it up there because they think, oh, this is good. People, maybe people come in because of this, think that we're good people and spend lots of money in our establishment. It's branding for them at this point. It means nothing to them other than dollars.
Like this is all corporate. This is all corporate. He ain't saying nothing. Nelly's has absolutely nothing to do with what transpired. This was a black man and this was a black woman. And he was, I guess, in the commission of doing his job, because that's the location upon which he had a task, okay? I saw that he did not drag her by her hair. If you want to say something else, yeah, that's cool. Maybe she dropped to the floor. You don't know. Maybe she tripped up. See, because you never protected anybody. See, you've never done any what we so-called duty and put risk at you. See? And so that's why it's easy for you to shoot down this black man and about how he wanted to be something great. Let's go on to the next one. I'm sorry. Let's go on to
Yeah, and see, you got to be very careful with companies like this. There are restaurants I won't eat at today. For example, the Waffle House. All right, that's a Southern thing. Some of y'all around the country may not even know what the Waffle House.
You know why I say some of y'all around the country don't know? Because it's in the fucking hood. Waffle houses are mostly in black areas. Stop listening to these people, bro. Stop listening to them. He's bringing what's intimate to us, and what they do is they turn it inside out, and then they allow the white man to speak on it because they can no longer come straight out and say what they want to say no more. So they need guys like Stephen A. Smith, guys like this. Guys, punk ass guys like this.
House is. But if you go to Georgia, you got a Waffle House on every corner. Well, a couple of years ago, there was a black female who was assaulted by an off-duty police officer who was working security in a Waffle House, and this was over a spoon and a fork. One of the
So now he's trying to make a connection between the local security guard and a police incident that happened. You see how diabolical this is? You see how dangerous these people are? Okay, he's trying to make this a national issue again. Once again, he's trying to bring up some, fanning the wind with the fire. Then it's just gonna be pointing to black. Oh look, yeah, the black man. Oh yeah, look at him. He's a black man himself, bro. He has no compassion for his own. You know why? Because this is a selfish individual. And you can say it. You can say it to his face. He's a selfish individual because he doesn't care about nobody but himself. You can tell how he talks.
Employees decided to charge this woman 50 cents for plasticware, even though she had already purchased her meal. And she says, listen, I'm not paying 50 cents for plasticware. They exchanged some words.
So if she's not going to pay 50 cents for it, why didn't she leave? Do you see what I'm saying? This is all bullshit, man. Like, you got people caping for people that are totally out of order. And then when you have people that have real issues and real problems, it's looked at like, look at these people, man. Like every little dumb issue. Because see, the video is going to come out with that girl and what she was doing and how she got in that situation. And once again, it's going to be like, you calling wolf. You keep calling wolf. And then eventually, when something does happen that needs the proper magnitudes of a bitch like you to get online and say something, you're not going to fucking say anything. You didn't say, I've never heard you say anything about reparations or anything that really fucking matters to black people.
And she was told to leave. Well, she did not leave upon command because she's not a slave. And the older white police officer who was there decided to assault her, took her shirt off, her body was exposed, and it was just an insane thing.
Let's see what else with this.
The Waffle House stood behind this police officer. I decided to never eat at a Waffle House again. And brother, let me tell you something. I used to eat at the Waffle House a lot. They lost a little chunk of change with me protesting and boycotting that establishment. But it goes.
So let's think about it, right? He said the police officer was the one that was out of order, right? What the fuck does the Waffle House have to do with it? If they want to charge 50 cents for a damn spoon, that's what it costs. If you don't want that, you take your sucker ass somewhere else and get his fucking spoon. Do you see what I'm saying? He's still caping for shit that don't make sense. I'm never going to eat at the Waffle House. What the fuck does the Waffle House in another state or anywhere else have to do with the police officer that was out of order? Are you mad at the fucking Waffle House because they charge 50 cents? See, it's a guy like this. See, let me tell you something. He gonna set y'all up because y'all gonna go on to Asian restaurants thinking y'all can act like how all these other out of order people act, and they're gonna blow your motherfucking ass away. That's what's already allowing them to do that now. Anytime an Asian man think he could just shoot a 6-year-old and know it, like not even thinking in his mind, like I'm gonna shoot at the 6-year-old like he's a pig. So look at this dude, man. He all dressed up and pretty and shit, man. He couldn't wait to get on here and do this little stupid ass video with all kind of baseless information, inappropriate journalism, him and his white brother and shit.
Goes to the place of not valuing not just black life, but black consumers. You mean to tell me you're willing to do this not only to black life, but to your consumer base? We are.
See what I'm saying? You see how he, but listen, straight up though, right? He's talking like this because a black man did something that's sparking off something, and he's blaming corporations for it. But real corporations out here that overcharge, electricity, water, utilities, taxes. This bitch motherfucker ain't having these conversations. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's trying to ramp up some shit because it's Pride Week. So he wants to be in front of it. And every time I pause, this motherfucker's mouth is open. Let's keep it going.
Oh no, in various cities in Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, the majority of people that eat at these Waffle Houses are black folks in many of the cities. Now you have Nellie's. Nellie.
Where black folks work. See, I mean, them Waffle Houses have black employees, black managers. And what happens is there's a group that goes out to establishments and they feel entitled. These bitch motherfuckers never had money before. So now they're getting these checks, see? They're coming on a normal. They're coming regular. So now they go out and they're trying to experience a life of shit that they're not used to being in. So what do? They fuck up the place. They put their feet all over the shit, the tables. They twerk all over the shit. They're always in a fucking place they're not supposed to be. So then when they're approached, then they're being picked on. Do you see what I'm saying? You have people that are fucking out of order. Okay? Some of them out of order by fucking birth, I believe. They can't follow instructions. They don't fucking listen. They can't, I mean, Look, the man probably said come down the steps. So she had to be a slave because he said you can't come over in this area. See, there's no accountability. And what fuck offs like this want to do is get rich off your pity. He wants your views and shit. He's thinking the average person is stupid and ain't been nowhere and done nothing and shit. So these type of sneaky motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? He probably went to a HBCU. He probably a KAY or Snoop Dogg or whatever the fuck they are, because they don't do nothing for their community, okay? These bastards do for self. I know this. They do for self. And they'll try to fuck your girl too, bitch ass motherfucker.
Once again, another establishment that caters to the urban culture, they have not, or at least a security guard has expressed, because this is a person that works for the company, that they do not appreciate black consumerism.
That's bullshit. He's making up some shit. He's on a black guard that works. Listen, man, this dude is making up a shit. He's never worked security in his life. He never been on duty. He ain't never did shit. In fact, he's trying to protect black people. See, he's in there protecting black people. And guess what? You have a black man in there, most likely, because if you had a white man in there, you would have said it was racist. You would have said he's oppressing us. You would have said, so there's a black man in there. Now you're linking him to the company, and then you say, well, him and the company don't like black consumers. But he's not saying this to the right shit, though. Okay? He's not saying this about Nike. He's not saying this about Gucci. He ain't saying this about Versace. He says this about fucking Nelly's, the restaurant. And it was a black security guard that maybe made a bad judgment. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But he didn't pull her down by her hair. And I could see someone in front trying to make sure she got down the steps. And he wasn't fucking just dragging her down the steps. It looked like he was placing her down step by step. But see, you have, like I say once again, our country are full of people that were miseducated. They're educated for self, man. This motherfucker doesn't care about the news. He just wants to make some kind of noise to be on a channel somewhere and get a check. And then he knew what he's gonna say. He's gonna say there's no racism. I got a check, man. I make 6 figures a year talking bullshit, talking about black people because they know that's not. Listen, if he was talking about Jews, if he was talking about any other group right now, they tell him shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Matter of fact, we're going to censor you. And then, you know what all the other radio stations and CNN and everybody else would do? They'll fall in line like, nah, he's untouchable because he's saying crazy shit. But when it comes to black people, he can say whatever he want to say. But this black man with the company, they're both showing, he don't even know this black man. And like I said, if you see how she's being grabbed underhand. He's not overhand. Overhand, I'm pulling you. She's underhand, so he's holding her. But see, that's what I'm saying. You got creeps like this, man. He's a creep. This guy's a creep. He just looks like one. Look at him. Every time I pause the video, look at him. Every time I pause the video, look in his face. You think this man care about black kids? Little black boys? You think he care about little black girls? He don't care. He hopes. Shit is fucked up so he can report fucked up shit. Anyway, let's go. He don't care. Look at this dude, man.
What are your thoughts?
I
Back to the
remember
white
that
guy.
Waffle House video you were talking about too, very vividly. That was another one of those that's just shocking because of
I would never look
how
at this
crazy
shit
the
anymore.
response was from that police officer at the time. But the situation with Nellie's, where they say, listen, we're going to investigate this. What is it? What is there to investigate? What do you have to investigate? The guy works for you.
See, this white supremacy, what is there to investigate? He saw a snippet of the video. He don't know how maybe she fell down the steps and here he's bringing her down, but he's not grabbing her by her hair. Her hair is totally separated from his arm piece. I just showed it to you. So what is he talking about? He just added some shit. He dragged her out of the club by her hair. He did not drag her out of the club by her hair. He was attacked mid-steps. On the steps. They didn't seem to care anything about her. And then you see them all hitting and kicking, getting all their frustrations out in this world because nobody's accepting what they want to be in life. And that's just part of life. Nobody wants to accept what I want to be, so what it is, what it is. But I'm not out here beating on people, taking it out. That's an unruly mob, period. Those people don't know how to behave themselves. If you've ever been in a place where people know how to behave themselves, they don't just strike people. Like, those are animals. Did you see how, if you've been in places where people are ruly, they'll step back and let security handle it. There may be one guy that might step in. Maybe he may say something. Hey, is there a different way you can do it? Let me help you. This motherfucker starts swinging. He lucky the dude wasn't armed. Now just imagine that. Imagine if it was MPD coming down the steps and they start and they start hitting like that. What is he supposed to do? I mean, he gets jumped by a mob. What is he supposed to do? In this world, basically, especially if you're a black man, you are to be punched repeatedly and continue to be punched until the punches stop. And then you can report the incident. Well, they hit me. Because you have to show clearly that you were not at fault. If there's any type of thing where you protected yourself and you can't prove it, let's go back to this white monkey right here. Let's see what he's talking about.
You walk up to him and you say, "What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?" Like, that's how that conversation needs to go. And you tell him, listen, you got 2 minutes to give me the best reason you can think of before you walk out my door forever. You've destroyed everything we're trying to build here because you couldn't control yourself for 5 damn minutes.
Like I said, he doesn't know what happened. It does look bad, but he wasn't grabbing her by her hair. He had her by her arms. Underhandedly, by the way, and her legs were cocked. So it wasn't like her body wasn't full extended where he's dragging her. That's what I'm saying. This is why investigations are important. You investigate the video. You investigate the footage. You look and see what happened. You take notes. Then you come back. You collaborate with others that saw the video. You listen to their scenarios. Maybe what they may have saw something that the other person didn't see, and they report that in their notes as well. And they come together and they all say, this is what happened. But you looked at this little ass snippet with a lady on her back. Her hair clearly separated from the activity. She's coming down the steps. He's underhand. He's not hauling her. No, I'm sorry. Maybe he's hauling her and not pulling her. Whichever way you want to put it, but he's underhand, which means he's showing care. He's underhand. He's showing he doesn't want her to fall. So I'm trying to assist her, but I got to get her down the steps because she's already on the steps. Do you feel what I'm saying? She's on the steps. I got customers at the bottom of the steps. I got customers at the top of the steps. This is a tense situation right here. This woman is kicking, being insubordinate. What do? You do what you think is best. And he tried to get her out the door, and the man couldn't get her out the door because he was swarmed by unruly customers. Like I said, just savagery. Just nastiness. Okay, just coming out, just slapping and hitting, not even looking, not talking, not asking no questions, just out there. And see, these are the individuals that you're caping for, BLM. These are the ones, ACLU, that you are allowing to just go out here and run them up and just do whatever they want to do. You don't know what that security guard went through. What about his trauma? Huh? He outnumbered 100-1 in there. You got people cussing and swinging. What he's supposed to show? He's supposed to show weakness at that time? Is he supposed to submit? Is he supposed to show that? Don't work that way. That's not what you hire a security guard to do. But I do know some places where there's security guards where they don't do their job. Okay?
Minutes to figure out what actually needed to take place because of a broken bottle. You know, I'm typically not, the kind of person that says, let's fire people. We got an unemployment problem as it is. But this kind of person should not be working in this industry given this kind of behavior. There's no excuse for this, and you can't give them the opportunity to do this again. If I was the business owner, this individual would have been gone moments after that.
He's going to be gone, no doubt about it, because you got bitch asses like this. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be gone. He's not going to have a job, right? He's going to be another black man without a job because you have motherfucking unorderly individuals, okay? Excuse my cursing, by the way. I'm sorry. I am a cusser. And cuss like a Marine. That's what I do. Spoil, man. Let's let him finish.
Incident happened.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how Nelly's play this, because this is not a police officer with qualified immunity. This is not a police officer with a police union backing him. This is not a police officer that had...
Yeah, see, so now he's stripping away all the things that this local black man who's working security, he's a fucking bouncer. He's not even a security guard. He's a bouncer. He doesn't carry a weapon, and he's telling you everything. Well, they can go after him because he doesn't have the backing, the immunity. Do you know why police officers have some of these protections? Because bitch-ass people like this right here. That's why they have those protections. Because this motherfucker can't tell the difference. He can't tell the difference between something that's local, a local man. He's trying to make it national, and he wants to link it to police officers. That man has no commission, has nothing. He's just a security guard in the motherfucking you call it security, he's a bouncer. They just start calling him security guard. He doesn't have a weapon, doesn't have a baton, doesn't have anything. What if he had a weapon? And that was the best way to get her down. Like, then what you gonna say? Was that good? Was that a life, not a non-life threatening force there? Because it looked like it was to me. You don't know. You just don't know. The man took punches to the head, the face, all that shit. I've never seen a group of people just come and, if he didn't know her, if they didn't know him, or whatever it was, or just come and just start hitting people on top of the head. Like, what the fuck is that, man? And this is what he's supposed to has nothing to say about that at all. Nothing. Only thing he's focusing on is Nelly. Probably hoping he can get some change off of that. Maybe he can make a story. Maybe he can make up another lie and add some extra little. This is what y'all go to college for. How to make stories and shit. And add extra adjectives and verbs and nouns and shit to make the story sound interesting. Look, I swear to God, every time I pause this motherfucking video, look at this man's face. This is not a man of black people, of concern for black people, man. Look at this shit.
As the blue shield connected to him. So not only should this police officer be fired, or the security...
Look, keep calling him police officer. Listen. Damn.
Exposed, and it was just an insane thing. Well, the Waffle House is staff.
That's how that conversation needs to go. And you're be working and happen.
Fired that clown. And if I were the owner of Nelly's, not only should this police officer be fired, or the security guard be fired,
he's gonna be fired.
This wannabe police officer should also have a charge. And if I were the owner of Nelly's, I would be releasing a statement that I fired that clown.
So the man should get a charge. None of the other people that had nothing to do with what's going on, they shouldn't get a charge, right? But this black man should lose his job, and get a fucking charge, right? This is the new narrative they putting out. They're gonna make it okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay to kill you, black man. Because you got people that look like you that's saying it. Look, you got people like you, people who look like you that's saying it. That's giving them the authority to start firing us and giving us charges without an investigation, without a proper investigation. Remember, this happened fucking last night, and this is the news today. He couldn't talk about nothing else that would concern black women. He ain't got nothing to say about y'all, when y'all getting shot. He ain't got nothing to say about y'all wearing headbands out here looking ridiculous. He doesn't care because you're not a concern to him. He doesn't find you to be attractive. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go on.
And number two, making sure that everyone knows I'm working with local authorities to see if we can actually press criminal charges, because to me, not only did you assault a customer, but you created a disorder in my establishment.
So now this fuckface, he wants to do criminal charges. And not only that, they want to charge him for other people not having discipline enough to step aside and allow the shit to just step aside. The man was not abusing this woman, okay? You can obviously see he wasn't punching her. He had her by her arm. He was trying to bring her down the steps. Maybe it didn't look good on video, but he was not fucking hurting and killing this woman, okay? But he has nothing to say about, like I said, he already said he had nothing to say about it. But he wants to also give criminal charges and then additional charges for a riot charge. See? You see? I told you, these type of people right here, they are the worst, bro. They are the worst. They don't give a fuck about you. This motherfucker right here, look at his face. I swear to God, every time I pause this motherfucking video, this motherfucker work in your office somewhere. This nigga is a director somewhere. This nigga is the one that's sitting up at high somewhere that hates your black ass. He's the one making the decision. He's the one. You give him criminal charge. Then we can give him another criminal charge because he wants to prove. He wants to prove to the white supremacists that he's down. He's fucking down. They want to prove that he wants to prove to them that I'm capable of turning my back on my own people. He said charges, bro. Listen. He's not looking at this from a logical point of view, which shows he's an emotional character. He just wants to give charges for this, charges for that. Why is he saying this? Because he wants to appease to LGBTQ. He wants to appease to CNN, and this is LGBT month. He wants to be the fuckface spokesman for the entire month so he can get a check. See, it's all about a check. He sells out black people miseries for his own personal gain. Look at this motherfucker, man. Look at him, man. It is nothing for black people. Nothing.
So while I may not have power over how the police charge that individual as it relates to the young lady, she has to press charges. I do have power for the disorder you have brought to my establishment.
So listen to how diabolical this is. Not from the lady alone, okay? Let's say she presses charges, right? And then they have to prove that he actually did. He wants the goddamn restaurant to press charges against the black man. Once again, this all centered around the black man. Because first, it was about him being part of Nelly's, right? The establishment, the corporation. Now, he's found a way to single out the black man by himself to catch additional charges, okay? And be fired, criminal charge, and a riot charge for bringing the woman down the motherfucking steps. And guess what? He was dragging her down the steps. You see her walking? Do you see her crack a smile? She's a tough little cookie, huh? And he dragged her by her hair. He did all that. Now he must go to jail. Now he must get riot charges. And now, ultimately, he gonna get fired because it's already, they done made a issue out of it, okay? Yeah, I like to see you in some of these clubs out here, player. I don't see you some of these places with shit popping off. And let's see which way you look for security. Hey, security. Hey, y'all, remember this face. I'm going to blow it up for you. Remember this face. If you ever see this man in a club, remember what he said about security. Remember what he said about being a bouncer about security. He should catch a charge. Listen, your own people. You can't even blame white people for this. These your own people that's slapping you in your face, bruh. Because they all want a biscuit. They all want to get a little crookie. They want funds. They want free shit. They don't want to work for nothing. They want free shit, bro. Sue you. Look at this. Look, I swear every time that I pause this video, bro, he just makes some faces that's telling you something about his spirit. Every time I pause this doggone video and this man's face look like this, bro, something ain't right. All right. I'm trying to complete this video so I can get off of here.
And of course, just the general destruction of this business reputation, that's not something that's going to be built. Even if they come out and they fire this guy immediately, the damage is done. And it's done because of that one individual. And I do believe, unless I'm mistaken, I believe they've set up a GoFundMe.
This bitch got a GoFundMe. You get, listen, man, it's getting out of control, man. You're going to create a society, man, where it's just gonna be all kind of wickedness going on, no order, no. I mean, this. Listen to this guy, man, slimy wog.
For the young woman that was dragged down the stairs, I think so. So everybody, check that out, because that's obviously something. It was nice to see her in the response video that she appears to be okay, but you never know with some kind of injury like that if anything could have been sustained. So worth checking out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope she stops talking to the media, gets lawyered up, and sues the hell out of Nelly.
All right. So that concludes that right there. Well, guys, like I said,
the narrative is changing more.
Like I said, guys, I mean, we're getting to the point where people are allowed to say what they want to say, make up shit. As you can see right here, like I said, there's a little bit of video. You didn't see a whole lot. What you saw was him bringing her down the steps. It probably looked worse than what it was, but look at the sound off that they put out there. He wants to make this national, and that's why he's talking that way. That's why he's adding all these different drama points to make it appear bigger than what it is. This is a local issue with a bouncer in a black area. Okay, like, who cares about this now? Why? Because it's Pride Month. Why LGBTQ? Why? It was a black woman. So they're allowed to run amok, stand up on shit. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna probably try to figure out what happened here. Boom. Maybe there was a mistake with her, but I can't just see him he just grabbed her. Like, it didn't work that way. I'm pretty sure he gave her a command. But I'm sure if you're a woman, you don't like that word command. Let's say he gave you a word of instructions. He asked you. Probably asked her, go back down the steps. Don't come up the steps. Then a whole lot of stuff just happened. It had to have been. And he was told, man, take her down there or something. Something he did that make him come off to bring her down those steps. And then I believe, personally, she either dropped herself or she fell, tripped, and because he had her under. Okay? And he did not have her hair. He did not have her hair. That's what the media want to put out there. And the person got paid to make that fucking video, and shame on you. And all you media outlets that jump on top of that shit, on the damn security guard and shit who don't fucking work there. He's just a contractor and shit. Same to y'all, man. Y'all some shit. But this all come down to black men violence. Sorry. Yeah, they're out here killing us. They're killing us and they're just beating on us. They don't like us. They don't. Like I said, ain't no straight black man out here killing no transsexuals, man. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? He ain't looking for you. And then if I know you're transsexual, who the hell want? We're not compatible. So why is it that you feel that we're just out here doing that? Because you out here doing nasty shit. Because you out here tricking motherfuckers. You out here doing shit that ain't right. And guess what? I just know no straight man is wasting his time running around trying to find a gay man because he wouldn't be straight. So it just don't make sense. Like a lot of shit they say don't make sense. This is the Black Views bringing you the Black News. I want to thank you for listening. I hope you like. At the same time, please subscribe. Come on, give me some props. I know some people don't like what it is, but I don't give a fuck what they talking about, because what I'm saying makes absolutely sense, and what I'm saying behind me makes absolutely sense. Okay, and if it don't make sense to you, once again, you're probably LGBTQ, you're a buffer, you are a mammy, you are okay, and it really doesn't matter, because we've already figured it out that those people that are in those groups will never get it. And y'all have a good one. Please like and subscribe.